Hey, welcome! So picture this. You're in a store, you pick up a product, and bam, a screen right next to it just springs to life, showing you everything you could possibly want to know. That's not some far-off sci-fi concept. It's a technology called Lift and Learn, and today we're going to dive deep into how it's making shopping smarter and honestly, way more interesting for all of us. All right, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at the big problem that retailers are trying to solve. Then we'll introduce the Lift and Learn solution itself. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of how it works, who really benefits, and finally, what it takes to actually get this tech up and running. You know, brick-and-mortar stores are in a tough spot these days. Shoppers like you and me, we want all the details about a product, and we want them now. But for a store to have an expert in every single aisle, that's just incredibly expensive. So the big question is, how do you give people that top-tier experience without the massive price tag? That's the puzzle we're starting with. Now check this out, 70%. Let that sink in for a second. That's how much a store could potentially save by using tech like this instead of hiring a person to stand there and promote a product line. That is a huge number, and it's exactly why this kind of innovation is really taking off in retail. This slide really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one hand, you've got a traditional salesperson. You're paying a salary over and over, their pitch might change from day to day, and hey, they can't work forever. But then you look at the Lift and Learn solution. Yeah, there's a hardware cost up front, but the message is perfect every single time and it just keeps working 24/7. No breaks, no sick days. So, we've seen the challenge, right? Now, let's officially meet the solution. It's this really cool interactive technology called Lift and Learn, and it's designed to completely transform the humble store shelf. What I think is so brilliant about this is how it connects a simple physical action to this whole world of digital information. You physically lift up a product, and that very action is the trigger. It tells a nearby screen to show you content just for that one item. It could be a how-to video, a list of key features, maybe even customer reviews. Basically, anything to help you decide if it's right for you. And there's this one line that just sums it all up perfectly. Let your customers lift and learn while you generate more revenue. It just nails it, right? This isn't just about giving shoppers cool info. It's a direct line to boosting sales and even creating new ways for the store to make money. The idea sounds simple enough, but how does it really work? Let's pull back the curtain a little bit, first from the shopper's point of view, and then we'll geek out on the tech that makes the whole thing tick. Okay, so if you're the customer, this is what you see. It's super simple. First, there's the idle screen, just playing some general ads for the store. But then, the moment you pick up something you're curious about, that's the trigger. The screen instantly flips to content about that exact item. It's so intuitive, you don't even have to think about it. Behind all that magic, the hardware is actually pretty straightforward. You've got your screen, of course. Then there's a small but powerful little media player that's built to run all day, every day. You've got the sensors, and these are the key. They're what know when a product has been lifted. And finally, you have the physical stand that holds it all together. Now, if the hardware is the body, then the software is definitely the brain. There's a main program that handles what content plays when, but the real secret sauce is the special little plugin. That's the piece that's constantly listening to the sensors. The second it gets a signal, it tells the screen, hey, product A was just lifted, you need to play video A right now. It's the thing that connects the dots. Okay, so we know how it works. But really, why should anyone, a store or a shopper, actually care? Well, this is where it gets good, because this thing creates a genuine win-win for everybody. Let's just look at both sides here. For the business, it's an amazing sales tool. It helps sway decisions right at that critical moment of choice, and it collects incredible data on what products people are most interested in. And for the shopper, well, it's like having a personal product expert right there with you. You get instant, trustworthy info in a really engaging way that makes picking the right thing so much easier. All right, we've covered the what and the why. That just leaves one big, important question. What does it actually cost? And what does it take to get a system like this into a real-world store? So you might be thinking, this tech sounds expensive, right? Well, you're probably going to be surprised by this price. According to our source, we're talking as little as $8 per product per month. Now, to be clear, that's for the software on a 4-product display, but still, it just goes to show you how accessible this kind of advanced tech is becoming. And what's really important is that this isn't some DIY project. When a business invests in this, they're getting the whole package. That means the hardware, the software, and often help with creating the content you see on screen, plus professional installation. It's really designed to be a completely hands-off solution. And this right here might be the most compelling part of all. The requirements for the store are just so simple. Basically, if you've got 2 power outlets and a decent internet connection, you're ready. That's it. So, all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. We've seen how Lift and Learn is changing things right now. But looking ahead as our stores get even smarter, how are these kinds of interactive experiences going to continue to evolve and completely reshape the way we all shop? It's a pretty exciting future to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.